Boy, do I love tapping on film cases. I sure hope nobody ever finds me doing this, because that would be really embarrassing. Oh my god. How much of that did you see? Oh, I'm so sorry. I really like the sounds of the case when they're tapped. Please don't leave. Okay, we haven't had a customer in so long. Okay, we are like the last movie store on Earth, and I really need this. Okay, what's that? You also like the sounds of a DVD case being tapped. Interesting. I never knew there were others like me. Well, please, come closer. Well, now I know that you're a person I can trust. Welcome to the last movie shop on planet Earth. So, that is actually the name of our shop, the last movie shop on planet Earth. It might not be correct, there might be other shops out there, but that's just the name of our shop. You know, it makes it more dramatic. You know, you're shopping at the last film store on Earth. I was hoping that it would bring in more customers, but it really hasn't. I can see you have a couple films in your hands already. How long have you been here? Like, I didn't even hear you come in. You've been here for half an hour. My God, I'm so sorry. When I start tapping on a case, I'm gone. I'm really sorry. I would have welcomed you sooner. Please, let's get you all sorted out, right? So, I see you have a DVD and a Blu-ray. Okay, these are secondhand. A lot of our films here are secondhand, so I hope you know that. The first film you have here is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 on Blu-ray. Okay, are you a horror fan? Me too. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I think the second film is actually very good. I know it takes a bit of a different approach than the original did, but I still really like this film. Yeah, you've picked out a real good one there. You see here, it says 18. Okay, I'm gonna need to see some identification before I can sell you this, okay? This might have harmful content, alright? And I need to just make sure that you are 18 or above. You could show me an ID, or if you want, there's a machine over there that will scan your face to kind of make sure that you are 18 years or older. Oh, you have an ID. Okay, let me take a look at that. Okay, alright, you can buy this then. Okay, good. Sorry, it's just I have to do that. Okay, so this film stars Dennis Hopper, Bill Moseley, and Caroline Williams. The buzz is back. After a decade of silence, the buzz is back. I'll read you the back. Okay, just to kind of refresh myself, because I actually haven't seen this film in a few years. In 1974, Tobe Hooper quite literally changed the face of horror with his landmark film, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Although the hulking Leatherface and his trusty power tool left an indelible mark upon the cinematic landscape, it wouldn't be until 1986 that the buzz came back in The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Hope you don't mind, I'm gonna just tap on this for a little bit. Okay, so don't know if you knew this, but you can actually swap out the little booklet thing, so you can have a reverse picture for your case. So you have the original artwork there, which you can swap out if you want to. I could sell you this for 50 money. How does that sound? It's a pretty rare film, and we are the last movie store on Earth, so you know you gotta leave with something, right? I think 50 money is pretty good. You're okay with that? Excellent. I'm gonna put this over here and we'll scan it later. So you said that you want me to find some films for you. You said you had a couple you couldn't find. Okay, well we'll get to that once we've rung up your second film here, and I'll make sure that I can hopefully find what you're looking for. So you have a DVD here, and it looks like you have Batman, more specifically Tim Burton's Batman. A Tim Burton film starring Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger, Robert Wall, Pat Hingle, Billy D. Williams, Michael Gough, and Jack Palance. So, on the back here we have some quotes. The movie of the decade. Spectacular entertainment. A triumph. And Peter Travers said that. Peter Travers from the Rolling Stones said it was a triumph, though. I mean, it must be. Yeah. This is a classic superhero film. Batman came out in, I believe... Well, there's 3 dates here. There's 3 dates on the back of this DVD. Okay, let's take a guess and see which one is the right one. 1964, which I don't know if that's the right one. 1989, which also doesn't really sound right. And 1998, which I could see it being that one. I'm gonna assume this came out in 1998. Right then, as you can see here, it's 15 rating. I'm gonna need to see your ID again. I know, I'm sorry, I have to do with this every time I show you something. I'm really sorry. Okay, wonderful. It still says the same thing. Okay, so just had to make sure I can sell you this. So here you have the inside, pretty basic, nothing special. So, how much for Tim Burton's Batman? 70 money. 70 money, does that sound good? You know, it's an old film, right? It's either from 1989, 1964, or 1998. You know, it could be from all 3. So it's a pretty rare film, I would say. You're okay with that? Wonderful. I'll ring that up later. Okay, so let me know what movies were you after and what format, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna look it up here. Okay, could you say it a bit slower? I'm not sure if I've heard of that one. Okay, we have one of those in stock, and it's a DVD. Is that okay? Wonderful. What was the other one? And we have one copy. Now it is a VHS, right? It's a bit older, but we have just one left in stock, okay? Do you want me to pull it out? Okay, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so I have them both here. The first one you wanted was Chicago on DVD. Does this look okay? This is the right film, right? Yep, okay, good. Chicago, 6 Academy Award winner, including Best Picture. I'll read the back for you. Sexy stars Catherine Zeta-Jones, Traffic High Fidelity, and Renee Zellweger. Bridget Jones' Diary and Jerry Maguire heat up the screen with Hollywood's favourite Richard Gere. Unfaithful Runaway Bride. At a time when crimes of passion result in celebrity headlines, nightclub sensation Velma Kelly, played by Zeta Jones, and spotlight-seeking Roxy Hart, played by Zellweger, both find themselves sharing space on Chicago's famed murderous row. They also share Billy Flynn, which is played by Gere, the town's slickest lawyer with a talent for turning notorious defendants into local legends. But in Chicago, there's only room for one legend. Also featuring John C. Reilly, Gangs of New York, Magnolia, Boogie Nights, Queen Latifah, Bringing Down the House, Lucy Liu, Charlie's Angels, Shanghai Noon, TV's Ally McBeal, and Fred Ebb and John Canda's beloved songs from the Broadway show. Velma and Roxy will stop at nothing to outdo each other in the obsessive pursuit of fame and celebrity. Wow, that was very long. Are you still awake? Okay, good. That kind of just kept going. Alright, well, runtime is 109 minutes. Let's take a look inside. You want to make sure everything's in order. Wow, we got some stuff in here. Ooh. The Great Escape. Win a holiday to New York and save 50% on tickets to the West End production. I don't know if that is probably like over 10 years out of date. That might still work though, you never know. Give it a shot. Cast recording, yep. And then we have Jim Carrey half naked in Bruce Almighty, Pirates of the Caribbean, Sweet Home Alabama. Okay, so I think this is just for other blockbusters, films and such. I'll put all these back in. Disc looks fine. Take a look there. Wonderful. With your others, and I could sell you that for 100 money, just because I had to go and fetch it, right? And that took 15 minutes. Okay, I don't know if you were aware. I went a bit of a journey to find that copy, so I think that's a fair price. Wonderful, thank you. So the final film you wanted, which we only had in VHS form, but it is Marilyn Monroe's How to Marry a Millionaire. As you see here, this originally cost $9.99 other money, but I can assure you it's not going to be that cheap today. There we go. I just ripped all the skin off my fingers trying to get that open. Gotta love these old plastic shells. The tape is stuck in the plastic shell now. There we go. Just had to rip it from its plastic case. Here's the tape. You are in luck. Somebody was kind and they did rewind. Yeah, it looks great. Looks to be in good condition. 1981. Yeah. I think this will work just fine. Let's pop it back in, and let's pray I can close this again. sure this is quite rare. How many you never see VHSs anymore. And I really hurt myself trying to open it, so I'm probably going to need some money for the doctor. I will sell you this copy for 3,050 money. Does that sound okay? Is that something you're willing to do? Excellent, thank you so much. Well, you've got some great films here. Let me just ring them up real quick. Beep. Here you go. I'm just going to hand these to you. We don't have bags, by the way, so good luck. Chicago. Beep. No, it's not. It's not a flip phone. What are you talking about? It's my barcode scanner. Beep. Okay. Oh, I just remembered. I didn't check your ID for the other two films. Can I just see that real quick? Okay. I have to make sure you're either 12 or older than 12. Marilyn Monroe, How to Marry a Millionaire is you, which I think that one's fine. I don't think I need to check your ID for that one, but I just need to check it for Chicago. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. We scanned Batman, didn't we? Yes, we did. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Beep. Well, I think you're gonna be having a great time watching all these films. You've picked some great ones. And, if we're still around, because we are the last movie store in the world, if we manage to stay open, I'd love to see you in here again one day. I really would. Oh, there's the money. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. You've done something great today. You've given me hope to continue selling films and doing what I love, because we haven't had customers in a long time. I was starting to worry that we'd never have another customer, and then you came in, so thank you so much. Enjoy those films, and I hope to see you again one day.